Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Air Check and Classic TV channel.
And again, we're on till 7, stay until 7. Because that's the way it's going to be. And I'm telling you right now, originally, my show's over, of course. Our show's over at 6 normally. But the official contract doesn't start for the Christian music people till 7. And so I said, well, no, wait a minute. You're not going to put some, like a filled Christian music hymns or something on for an hour. Well, we still got the license.
Piping in already.
If we still got the license, you're going to have to get me off the radio. I mean, it's only right. We were the first show on the News Talk. We were the reason that they went to All Talk instead of a News Talk. And we should be the last show in the air of the day. So I'm staying till 7. If they want to try to cut the transmitter before that, they're going to have to bring some friends. Wayne's been there.
Yeah, I've been there with it.
6 o'clock on, what's the matter? Oh, we got line. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh my God, line 2. It's Perspiration John.
Hey, Kimmer. Hey, Wayne.
How's it going, man? How are you doing?
Well, actually, I'm a little bit offended, Kimmer.
How's that? Why?
Well, Pete told me to come down there and see you guys, and then all of a sudden I'm about to head down there to see you guys, and Pete doesn't want to see me so bad that he fakes an excuse of these
well, you should have come down anyway. I'm sorry. Yeah, Pete, what a shame. The last day, and Pete had to hit the doctor's office. So, yeah, it's a shame.
You got a couple seconds for me to share of my favorite Kimmer stories?
Absolutely. Please go right ahead. Take your time.
Well, it's a kind of a toss-up. I was reflecting on that today. Kind of a toss-up between Fresh from the Hood for the live broadcast or Freaknik out in front of the building.
You're watching the cars go by.
On the hood of Nancy Zintak's panel wagon while broadcasting live.
Right.
And the other one is program director number 14 comes in, and my office is right outside of his office. So you're in his office for about 15 minutes, and I hear you screaming the whole time, and a lot of words that I can't say on the soon-to-be Christian radio station. And then next thing I know, he comes out with his tail between his legs, and you come out smiling before that, and then he comes out with his tail between his legs. An hour later, you get on the air, and you start doing your live endorsements, and it was TikTok. So
yeah,
if you could share that with us maybe a little bit later about one of the TikTok's live endorsements went.
In fact, you're killing me. About an hour ago, somebody called in, or somebody asked me about the nickname TikTok. Was that who? I can't remember now. And I just told the story about an hour ago that he used to walk by the window with a stop with his wristwatch, like pointing to his wristwatch, holding a radio that I was going too long on the live commercials. And man, I went into the boss and said, "All right, now just a damn minute here." And I said, "I'm not working with this guy. You can do whatever you want, but I'm telling you now, I'm out of here. And if he's still around when my contract is up, I'm not renewing. You do whatever you want, but I'm just putting it on oh man, I was furious.
I was dying laughing that day.
Yeah. Well, gee, and how are you? And Perspiration John, we gave you that name because was it the Greek Festival? And John was setting up our live broadcast. It was freaking July or whatever the hell it was, and it had to be like 97 degrees. So he sets up our live broadcast with a table, no tent, no shade. I mean, we're sitting out there just boiling, wind's blowing the papers everywhere. We're soaking wet. We were just sticking close. So it started Perspiration John.
We need a tent. No, we're good.
No sweat.
Kimmer, I've got a quick job tip for you.
Okay.
How about reviving Kimmer Air?
Kimmer Air Airlines, yeah. You have to stand all the way, but when you get to where you're going, you got to go.
Birmingham is still there, Kimmer.
Hey, Perspiration John, man. Thanks for calling in. It's great to talk to you. I hope you're doing well. Right. Hang in there.
The news station, you're an ordained minister. Maybe you'll get a job.
Most dangerous minister in America. Thanks, man. Perspiration right, John right there. Hey, appreciate it. 603. That's funny. Let's see. Franklin the mailman on 3. I'm going to get all your calls. I promise. I got Newsmaker lines I want to play for you in case you missed them too. Franklin, welcome aboard, man. How you doing?
Well, sir, I've delivered all that dang mail. I'm done for the day.
There you go.
But, sir, I know I said I probably was going to call, but I got done. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give him a call. I just wanted to say, sir, this is not the end. This is the season finale, but not the series.
Right.
You will be back. You guys will be back. You guys will continue this going. I'm sad to see this season end, but you will continue this.
Well, thanks, Franklin. I appreciate it. Franklin's one of our loyal listeners, and again, I've been emotionally, obviously upset about the whole thing. But as I came in here today, and I've been sitting here and been talking to my friends, I feel great. I feel happy. I feel fulfilled. And people have been saying such nice things that we forget when you're in the middle of something that you really have an effect on people. And honestly, I'm so overwhelmed with the
Especially
niceness
last week with all the calls. I mean,
oh my God! And things
the show has been the calls,
and like most of us, we don't realize sometimes the effect we have. And I would have had no idea that something I did was that meaningful, without thinking about it. Anyway, thank you. You've made my day a lot better than I thought it was going to be honest with you. And we're on until 7:00. Right up at the top, and here's what's going to... I talked to Brian, the engineer, and I said, what exactly is going to happen at 7:00 when our contract is up and they take over at the Christian music people? He said, what's going to happen is at 7:00, I get... whatever we're doing stops. And it'll take probably 10 seconds or 20 seconds of silence for them to switch over to the new connections and so forth.
Right.
But you're going to hear, and I'm going to be doing something right up till that 7:00.
Oh boy!
So it's going to sound as though all of a sudden I'm in the middle of something and it's over. So, and that's going to be the finale. I'm not saying goodbye. It's not a final thing. We didn't have any plans for any going away speech. I mean, it's just we're doing our show, and something will happen, and we'll be doing our show again.
So you haven't prepped for anything?
No, I don't prepare for crap. I'm still getting up at 5:00 in the morning doing the news and getting everything ready to come in here to have nothing but phone calls. Okay, I'll stop talking. I swear to God, I'm so sorry. Chris on 4, Wayne, no offense. Hey, Chris, thanks for holding. You're on the radio.
Yes, sir. First-time caller. I just want to say I love you. I got to meet you at the Swan House, the last Newsmaker Line show.
Oh, excellent. I remember your voice. I forgot. Didn't you come with a buddy or something?
Yeah, my buddy Chris Johnson, Crazy Chris, they call him.
Yeah, Crazy Chris. There you go. I remember. How's it going?
That night was fun, except for the almost $300 tab there, and ended up in an Uber headed towards Lulu's Bar in Gulf Shores.
Well, wow. That sounds like quite an evening. All right, Chris. Thanks for calling, man. We got your line. I'm sorry, man. Your line was just disappearing.
Sorry.
Jake on 5, and Jack is next, and Kim too. Jake, you're on the radio. How's it going?
Hey, pretty good, Kimmer. Hey, last day on the radio, I would expect you to have the cadence call.
Oh, I did it at 5, and you may hear it again.
Oh, did I miss it?
Yeah, 5:00, my friend.
I was listening to iHeart, but I just wanted to tell you, gonna miss you, and I think the Air Force drill instructors were a little bit tougher back in '81 because they used to say road sacrifices out.
Very funny. Let's get to Kim on 7. Wait, no offense. Jack is next. Hi. Oopsie-daisy, 7. 7 didn't work. There we go. Hey, Kim, you're on the radio. How's it going?
Hey, Kim, are you kidding me? You have my name.
Yeah, hey, you have a boy's name.
Yes, I do. And the last name, too. It's awesome. I have been listening to you for the last 30 years, and I've been following you. I was so disappointed when they cut you off from the other.
Yeah.
But I was so glad to find you here.
They were I really appreciate the fact they pulled me out of retirement after a bunch of years. So, yeah, we're very grateful for that.
But
yes,
I can't believe I found another soul with Kim Peterson in the name.
When I first came here in 1972, there were 3 Kim Petersons, actually Kim Petersons, and they were all guys. One of them was a pot and pan salesman, and one of them was an agent. I'm not making this up. I used to get phone calls and mail and various things. There were 3 male Kim Petersons in the Atlanta area in 1972.
Wow.
Very strange.
Well, I came here about 10 years later, and I got a lot of calls.
You and your breaking news pain in the ass. Play it again. Play what you were playing.
Breaking news. 3 people in the town of Atlanta have the name Kim.
How about kiss my rosy white ass? How about that?
Flounder. Awesome.
Anyway, all right. What else, Kim? You're still on the air radio. What else? Everything else all right?
Yeah, I'm here. I just want to tell you that I loved listening to all of you guys. It was awesome through all the years. because I went through everything with you guys. So, it was, having the name, and you popularized it. That was it.
Well, I appreciate it, Kim. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, and I could have changed my name a long time ago. I still get mail to Miss Kim Peterson.
What would you change it to?
The freaking NRA. What's their magazine? The Shooter magazine, whatever's the NRA. I joined them, and I'm not going to renew it. I'm just joining them because I wanted to make a point a year ago. Yeah. But they, what was the pictures mostly? Yeah. But they're interested in Miss Kim Peterson. I get my Shooters magazine, Ms. Kim Peterson.
Have you ever been anything else on the radio or TV?
No. I used to be called Grits. Grits Peterson. There was a famous guy named Grits Gresham who was a famous sportsman. I think. Anyway, I'm talking too much. 6 now. What time's our break?
15.
At 15. Okay, we're going on till 7 o'clock. We'll just keep taking a call. I want to do Newsmaker Lines. I want to do Leslie Dove. In fact, I'll take a couple of calls and then let's do Leslie. And the other Newsmaker Lines because they're just too good not to be. And I know you all want to get on, so I'll try to be as quick as I can. Here's Jack on 6 there, Wayne, no offense. Jack, welcome. How's it going?
Hey, Ken, just don't say anything. This is Jessica, and all I want you to do is play Misty for me.
It's a freaking flush the lines holdover. You tricked the Kimmer. 611. Maddie Light on 8. Wait, no offense. Thanks for calling, Maddie Light. You're on the radio.
Hey, I think I called into the right radio station. I'd like to put in a song request for Amazing Grace.
Yeah. We'll put you on hold till 7. Yes, sir. Oh, heartbreaker. Wait, don't cut him off.
I hate to see it.
And up top, Scott's been hanging for an hour. Hey, Scott, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Welcome aboard.
How's it going, Kimber?
Great, man. How's it coming back?
A couple of things right there. The cadence call.
Yeah.
Is there any way you could possibly make that into a ringtone or something that we can have?
Actually,
it's
Flounder.
If you go to our Facebook page and you just go down our feed, it's on there.
Oh, okay.
Flounder, put one on the Kimmer Show Facebook page somewhere up there.
I got you. And is that like the archives of all the other previous shows is on there as well?
There's some. You can, if you go to our website. They told me this morning that they're not going to take the website down immediately. So if there's certain shows you want to go download or you like that you've heard in the past few months or whatever, you can go on to our website and it's still on there.
What's that? What's the website?
Newtalk1067.com.
Okay, because it's like 9 names. No, see what I mean? I don't know what it is. I know.
Newtalk1067.com.
Newtalk1067.com. Scott, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Or the New Talk.
Thank you
The
very
New
much.
Talk.
Super 5.
Okay, Super 5. The New Talk 1067.com.
It's so new, we're going off the air.
Oh, my gosh. Should we do a little Leslie here real fast? So check the weather forecast. What's it doing, baby? Oh, look out. It's definitely rain in bed, my friends, and I think that means only one thing. Yes, once again, it's time to hide the women and children before we bring you now Men's on Ball with the glorious Leslie Dove.
Hello.
Leslie, how's it going?
Well, let me just say how much I enjoyed working with you and Pete and Hangman and Flounder and Spaulding and the whole crew.
Well, thank you, Leslie. It's very
how
kind of
much I enjoy the Rainy Day Playhouse Theater every Friday.
Really?
And how much I appreciate being kept in the loop in your future plans. You know, I figured since the first 10 minutes was fake sincerity day, I'd stick with the thing.
We signed a contract, remember that?
Now I see why Jason and Southside cringe every time that guy walks in the studio. Oh, my God. Here's another show headed straight for the crap. You know, that party you hosted that you missed last night was kind of like the Last Supper.
The Last Supper, sir?
Well, the boss assumed the role of Judas Iscariot. Anyway, this day reminds me of a prostate cancer sufferer.
Well, what do you mean by that, sir?
I thought it would never come. You thought a wife can relate to that.
No, wait a minute.
Anyway, today this sports analyst has mixed emotions.
Mixed emotions, sir.
You know, the kind of emotions you've had seeing the boss drive off a cliff and the Porsche you just bought. I mean, you're happy and sad at the same time.
Yeah, on the one hand, you know.
But seriously, I do have mixed emotions, Kimmer.
Yes, sir. Yeah, mixed, yeah.
As much as I'd hate to see the Never Given a Chance 106.7 come to an end, thank God this 3-month baton death march is almost over. God. Freddie Mercury didn't have this slow a death.
Take the bullet.
It's real. Well, listen, we got to do some sports. I guess it's obligatory.
If you want to, whatever you feel, and sure.
You know, I got to keep in shape for the next gig. The Toronto Raptors' stunning upset of the Golden State Warriors last night caught practically everyone by surprise.
By surprise, yeah, really.
Even Stormy Daniels said she didn't see it coming.
She was in the front row.
If you notice, the NBA Finals always end just before Father's Day. There's a reason for that.
Well, why is that, sir?
Well, that way NBA players can kick back, relax, and take calls from all over the country. You know, from their kids and all. Meanwhile, famed golf instructor Hank Haney remains under fire for saying Korean golfers dominate the LPGA Tour.
LPGA, yeah.
Which is kind of like getting in trouble for, you know, mentioning that Japan is the early favorite in the next Demolition Derby. Just drive as usual, guys. And We at Men's International are still mourning the death of Green Bay legend Bart Starr at the age of 85.
Yeah, Bart Starr, yeah.
A good 40 years longer than any Packer I ever met. You know, Green Bay players.
Green Bay Packer football players.
I know it's a sad day, but I'm not worried about you guys. I hear several stations want to hire the Kimmer.
Several stations want to hire the Kimmer?
Yeah, the Chevron, the Exxon, the BP, the Texaco, the Shell, the Quick Trip, all kind of stations that want him to pump gas. You know, I hate to make fun at your expense. It's really been a sad week for us over at about the 106.7 over Men's International.
At Men's International, sad week, sir.
Oh, there's not a dry in the building. We've been balling all week. Nothing like vigorous physical activity to keep your mind off of unpleasant. And until next time on the new Mike Brooks Show, because he invited me to his meeting, let me know, and I'll see you at SunTrust Park on the new station with Mike Brooks. Go Braves, Tom John.
Thank you, Leslie. Best of luck. Mercy. Look out, 6:17. All your calls are coming up, and more newsmaker lines, and they're a surprise visitor, and even more on the Out of Here 106.7. Look out.
From the Haviland Express Loop, Traffic Center, 75, still kind of rough trying to get through Cobb. Traffic Abort sponsored by Krylon Fusion. Also got this crash. They just held both express lanes to try to get this crash out of the right lane of the express lane. So you're backed up there as well. 400 and I-85 calming down pretty good. Downtown Connector, though, right in the middle, you're doing pretty good. But coming up northbound, you're going to be jammed from Langford Parkway back up to around that William Street exit. And southbound is going to stay slagging all the way back down through I-20. Krylon Fusion, all-in-one spray paint bonds to most surfaces for maximum rust protection and excellent coverage. No sanding or priming necessary. Plus, it comes in a variety of colors so you can get the right finish in a single afternoon. Krylon, together we spray. Door-to-door traffic. The new Talk 106.7.
In 2019, we chop on for this team.
Ronald Acuna with a bomb to left.
For a roster filled with stars.
Swung on this. He struck him out.
For defending what is ours.
It's Chop House bound.
Every pitch of 2019.
Catch tonight's game on your new home for the Atlanta Braves. Rock 100.5.
In 1984, KTM Roofing opened its doors in Metro Atlanta. Our mission was simple: be the most knowledgeable, trustworthy, and meticulous roofing company. We built our name on those three words, and we're thankful for everyone who has helped get us here, especially our customers, who trust KTM Roofing to work on their homes and businesses. And thanks to the new Talk 106.7 for helping us reach you. The next time you need a knowledgeable, trustworthy, and meticulous company, remember KTM Roofing. Godspeed.
Are you searching for a new career? Your local neighborhood Ingalls is hiring for full and part-time positions with benefit packages and competitive pay during their career fair on June 6th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Ingalls, equal opportunity and a drug-free employer.
Hello, my name is Charlene Tilton, and this portion of our show is brought to you by College Tuition.
Oh, college.
They say for a baby born today, it'll cost $450,000.
Oh, wow.
But who in their right mind would send a newborn baby to college? And now, here's your host, Charlton Heston.
So very close. We have a new Newsmaker Line song as our final goodbye from the Newsmaker Line song coming up shortly, and more Newsmaker Lines and all your calls. We'll get back to them right now at 6:20, and a return visit from a stranger for many years. Returning trip. I do the phones. Wayne, no offense, Phil and Pete had to go to the doctor. He's got a thing going. Two is the other Joe on line 2 there. Wayne, no offense. Hello, other Joe. How's it going?
Good. How about you, Kim? Hey, I know time's short. You guys are trying to get through the lines. Just wanted to say thank you, not only for being on the radio, because I drive from Alpharetta to Talistella every day, so I get to hear most of the show.
Wow.
But I also want to thank you for being pro-veteran. My father was in Vietnam, 67 to 68, recon staff sergeant, so you can imagine what he saw.
Yes, sir.
And when I turned him on to listening to you, man, I haven't heard him any happier than for years. So thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to listening to you in the future.
Joe, thank you so much. What a nice thing to say. You know, this honestly, I'm overwhelmed. Clay on 3. Wait, no offense, Clay. Thanks for holding. You're on the radio.
Hey, Kimmer, this might be your best show ever. I guarantee you that was the best Johnny Midnight I've ever heard. As much as I love Pete, it's great to hear Wayno again, and I'm looking forward to y'all's next incarnation, and you can count on me and probably hundreds of thousands of other listeners to support your podcast. So
Thanks, Clay.
We'll hear you soon.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, we're urging people to keep in touch with social media. Go to the Kimmer Show Facebook page, or Pete has his podcast and his thing, and Flounder.
At Kimmer Facebook page, and then my Facebook page is at Brent Dundon, and then also Pete Davis with at Pete Davis 1. That's where you can get him on Twitter and Facebook as well.
I get out 6:21. We'll keep going, and we got Newsmaker Line stuff. Let's see. Warren on 4. Wayne, no offense, if you would, sir. Warren, welcome aboard. How you doing?
I am just fine. I have a message for you from the producer of the Gary Burbank Show.
Okay.
in Cincinnati. He's my nephew.
Really?
And he was called John Boy too.
Oh, no kidding. Outstanding.
Gary called him. He produced for him for the last 15 years of the show.
Wow.
He called me to ask me to call you because he couldn't get through. Just tell you that he thinks you are head and shoulders above Gary Burbank.
Wow, well, Gary Burbank's a legend. I mean, he's huge. That's wow, that's unbelievable.
So are you.
Well,
so are you.
Geez, Warren, thanks, man. I really did. That's really very gratifying. I can't tell you. I mean, I'm almost speechless. Really.
Well, I know you used to complain about the parking.
Yeah.
Well, I have a complaint about the parking. I won a couple of tickets to a Braves game a few months back, and I'm handicapped, and I had to use your handicapped spaces. And I don't know if you ever noticed them, but when you pull into the handicapped space, there's a sign right next to it that says, "Danger, do not enter." You back up, you pull in. You back up, you pull in. There's 4 spaces. They all say handicap, and next to it says, "Danger, do not enter." Take a look next time you're over there by the circle.
I'll be damned. Well, Warren, listen, thanks for your kind thoughts, and Semper Fi, my friend, 623. Boom, Mr. Adams on 7 there. Wayne, no offense, if you don't mind. Mr. Adams, you're on the radio. How you doing?
Wonderful, Kimmer. You know, you and I have spoke many times in all of these years, going back to the 90s with your former, and I think you remember me telling you this story when my father and I were going in for kidney transplants at the same time, what he said to the doctor.
I don't remember what he said to the doctor, but I remember the kidney transplants.
Well, that's right. He said, doctor said, "When do you want to have the kidney transplant?" And he said, "I don't know, but whenever my recovery is, it's got to fall in the exact same time frame that I wake up and I hear the Kimmer's voice. And that is a 1,000% true story, and I've never forgotten that. You've been just fantastic for Atlanta for years, and you're going to be around forever. Thank you so much for everything you do. We love you.
Thanks. I'm very, very, very humbled and flattered and grateful. Thanks, man. This is honestly, this is amazing. 6:24.
Can I share something?
Hold on, we got a mic. Get a mic on.
There we are.
Yeah, there's got quarter pounder Jerry,
listen,
our first sport up. Yes,
that's right. That winter was very cold. We ended up having the snowpocalypse. We were all here stuck at the radio station, never. But something struck me about you very early on after you came back from the heart attack.
Yeah,
we had some listeners call in. They were senior citizens, and they couldn't pay their heating bill. And you picked up their heating bill for months and got them through that winter. And I don't know that you ever shared that on the air.
Well, I was,
I just think you're a generous, nice, kind guy, and people have this perception.
He just doesn't like people to know it.
Yes, all right. I'm sorry. He's a piss and vinegar Marine.
Spit on me.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, they were in trouble.
Yeah,
they needed,
that's right.
I mean, honestly, they needed help. Let's see. Hold on. It's what's our 32 thereabouts?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to play another newsbreak line here in a second. I want to play a song too, and we'll do the visitor from the past. All right, Wayne, no offense. Harris on 6, sir, if you don't mind. Hello, Harris. You're on the radio. How's it going?
Hey, what's going on?
Yes, sir.
You are a very fortunate and rare person because you're having the equivalent. You've already said we're not dead. I'm not dead. I'm not going nowhere. You're having a live funeral where people from everywhere are able to express all of the good that you've done for them and me, the comedians making us laugh during tough times. It's unbelievable, and you're getting to hear it and be above the daisies.
Well, that's the way I feel, honestly. I can't, I'm overwhelmed. Really.
Well, it is. It's awesome, and I drove for a couple of years when my daughter, who was falsely diagnosed with cancer, who doesn't have it, but as I was driving from doctor to doctor, and I would laugh. I would get a laugh a couple of times out of you at least, or one of the newsmakers. But you're laughing at the newsmakers is good enough by itself. I mean, come on.
Well, it's easy with the newsmaker line. I can't help myself, honestly. He's the greatest.
No, and that's why I was hoping. I was like, dear God, please don't let him answer if I get to talk to him after Leslie Dove, because this is deep after Leslie Dove. I mean, come on. But anyway, I know you need to go. But I just want to say you're getting a chance to hear the profound impact you've had so far, and I'm sure we'll continue to have it wherever you land or whatever you do.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate you, man, and thank you so much for all you guys and you and the whole crew, what you've been doing.
Thank you so much. My honor, I promise you. Thank you. And this job is easy. And again, if it weren't for Pete Davis and Jim Gossett, the newsmaker line, our original team that came together here and they took a chance on us, and we took a chance. I mean, you hitch your wagon to a guy like me. I was retired. I had a heart attack and cancer, and but it's been one great story. But if it weren't for coming back here without Pete and Jim Gossett, the newsmaker line, the show never would have happened. And then thank God we got Flounder and Hangman and Brett and the whole staff. I mean, it's just. It was perfect. We really had a great, and they left us alone. We were just in our own little world. That's why we did so well. That's why we had fun, because nobody messed with us. They really.
Tom, I mean, I'll definitely. Tom,
our news director, Tom,
great program director.
6:28. All right, hold everything.
I went to see him this morning, and he was really gone.
Yeah,
he's normally gone. But he was gone.
Quickly to Steve on 8. Wayne, no offense if you don't mind. Sure. Hey, Steve, you're on the radio. How you doing?
Doing great, Kimber. So glad to talk with you. It's an honor and privilege.
Thank you.
Of course, it's an endearing call. Yeah, I mean, I've been 25 years, give or take, from way back with Wayne, no offense. But I had a few guys here that actually had a suggestion about the podcast.
All right.
Best damn radio show that's not on. But there's a few guys here that wanted to say hello. Hey, Kimber. Kimber, this is Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney, how you doing? How are you?
I understand you're doing okay now, but next week's going to be rough. I'm telling you. Oh, wait, hold on. Kimber?
Yeah.
Kimber?
It's W?
W.
Oh, God.
We're going to miss you, Kimber.
It's Jimmy Swagger now. Took over the
Peter? Kimber?
Griffin, yeah. Family Guy. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I guess you didn't want to hang on for so. Oh my God, man! How do we get rid of that? There we go. Sorry. 6:29. I hold everything. Let's do. How about a newsmaker line? We do a quick newsmaker line. We got more calls, and Johnny's going to stop by, and the new song, and it's all going to happen between now and 7. 6:29. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric. This is Norm McDonald calling.
Hey, Norm, how you doing, man?
Anything new in your life?
Not really.
I think I'm on vacation next week. You ever go anywhere nice? They're gonna be, are they going to be playing Best of Kimmer shows next week until we get back on June the 10th? You know, we'll be here waiting patiently for that Monday, June the 10th when you're back there, you know.
Yeah, that's probably the point.
No, I know it's over. Somebody told me. I just want you to remember these solace words of advice I got when I got fired by Saturday Night Live all those years ago.
What were those words, sir?
When one door closes, another slams shut right behind it. If at first you don't succeed, wallow in self-pity and wait for the phone to ring. In the words of our old friend Dr. Phil, how's that been working out for you? You bought a Mustang after the boss encouraged you to quit. What were you thinking? No, seriously, Kimmer, remember, today is the first day of the rest of your pathetic existence.
First day of the downward spiral.
I cheer you up there, you know. Hey, you know the difference between working for Cumulus and Kathy Bates?
No, what's the difference between those?
Kathy Bates' misery only lasted 2 hours. At least James Caan escaped with a fractured leg instead of a broken soul. Thanks to you, Peterson, I suffer from PTSD.
PTSD?
Pinko talk to station destruction syndrome. They all die in a fiery crash somewhere, you know? Oh, my God. You know, this is Norm McDonald calling by
Norm, we can tell you.
You know, I'd like to attend the Shannon Bird going away party tonight in Alpharetta.
Oh, you'd like to?
But I figure there's easier ways to get a hot dog than a 2-hour portfolio review. I mean, my God, man, I could pay $1.50 at Costco and eat in peace.
Now, what's it going to take to get you into this annuity?
Exactly. I don't give a damn about treasury bonds. Leave me the hell alone. I'll buy my own beer, you son of a bitch.
Just give me the whiskey.
It's a shame that you missed last night's goodbye and good riddance party, you know. Especially since the cost is being deducted from your final paycheck. You might as well drop over there, you know. You know, Kimmer, you and Norm McDonald have been friends a long time. I seriously am just pulling your leg there.
I know that.
I know you're going to land somewhere.
Somewhere landing, yeah.
Of course, that's what they told the pilot of the Boeing 737 MAX.
You're going to land all right. You're definitely going to land. 6:32. Newsbreaker line. I'll do more and all your calls and everything else. 6:32. But should we go right to Haviland Express Tube traffic? Friday Follies and Matt Orr.
Still folly on I-75. Traffic report sponsored by Krylon Fusion. You're still pushed back to around Delk Road, trying to get northbound back into Kennesaw. If you're trying to get over to SunTrust for the Braves game, they just cleared a crash westbound right around New Northside Drive. Still hold you back to around Ashford Dunwoody, but things look to be getting back in shape. Downtown Connector, though, still a little bit iffy in both directions between the Brookwood Interchange and I-20. Krylon Fusion all-in-one spray paint bonds to most surfaces for maximum rust protection and excellent coverage. No sanding or priming necessary. Plus, it comes in a variety of colors so you can get the right finish in a single afternoon. Krylon, together we spray. Mr. Kimmer, it's been an honor to be your traffic reporter at different times over the past 6 years, so can't wait to see how you adapt and overcome this speed bump. Door-to-door traffic for the last time on the New Talk 106.7.
Thanks, man. Semper Fi, the best traffic reporter in the business, Matt Orr.
Thank you, sir.
When you're thinking about replacing any door on your home, call the pros at All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, and my company is Metro Atlanta's home team, locally owned and operated by my family for the last 20 years. Whether it's a repair or a new installation, entry door or garage door, All Four Seasons has you covered. We've scored home runs with Angie's List, Kudzu, Home Reports, and earned an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. Go to allfourseasonsgarages.com and find out why Metro Atlanta has made us the #1 choice for all your garage door and entry door needs.
This is what Flo from Progressive sounds like in one of our many hilarious commercials.
And basic motorcycle policies start at just $75 a year. I know, right? Do you think I say I know right too often? I do. I know, right? I have to stop, don't I? I know.
And this is what that same commercial sounds like on your motorcycle.
I know.
Yeah, even our commercials are better on a bike. Progressive keeps you on yours. Get a quote in as little as 3 minutes at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Annual premium for basic liability policy not available in all states. In 2019, we chop on for this team.
Ronald Acuna with a bomb to left.
For a roster filled with stars.
Swung on this. He struck him out.
For defending what is ours.
It's Chop House bound.
Every pitch of 2019.
Catch tonight's game on your new home for the Atlanta Braves. Rock 100.5.
Hi, my name's Christina Stumble, and I own Farm Girl Flowers in San Francisco. With my Spark Cash Card from Capital One, I earn unlimited 2% cash back on all my business purchases. Last year, I redeemed $115,000 in cash back. Yeah, $115,000. And that doubled our digital marketing budget for the summer. Thanks to my Spark Card, we had our best summer yet. Imagine what the Spark Card from Capital One could do for your business. What's in your wallet?
Real Capital One customers pay for real stories. Credit approval required.
In 2019, we chop on for this team.
Ronald Acuna with a bomb to left.
For a roster filled with stars.
Swung on this. He struck him out.
For defending what is ours.
It's Chop House bound.
Every pitch of 2019.
Catch tonight's game on your new home for the Atlanta Braves. Rock 100.5.
Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. At Jim Ellis Automotive, we believe customers should control their car buying experience. That's why we're introducing the Jim Ellis Expressway, our way of making your next vehicle purchase quick, easy, and more convenient than ever before. The Jim Ellis Expressway enables you to shop, buy, and trade your way on your schedule when you want, all while eliminating the hassles associated with purchasing, leasing, and financing a vehicle. We not only want to save you money, we want to save you time. Shop thousands of vehicles, configure your payment, value your trade, secure financing, and more, and do it all from a mobile device, tablet, or computer. Whether you buy online or at any of our 18 conveniently located dealerships throughout Metro Atlanta, or mix both options to create a custom shopping experience, every purchase is backed by the Jim Ellis Promise and our commitment to provide outstanding customer service. Discover the benefits of the Jim Ellis Expressway at jimellis.com and buy your next vehicle your way. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
In 2019, we chop on for this team.
Ronald Acuna with a bomb to left.
For a roster filled with stars.
Swung on this. He struck him out.
For defending what is ours.
It's Chop House bound.
Every pitch of 2019.
Catch tonight's game on your new home for the Atlanta Braves. Rock 100.5.
Have you tried this cigar? It's really good. Hangman. It's got butterscotch undertones. Connecticut shade wrapper. He doesn't have an indoor voice. For iron lung. I smoke cigars all day. In the middle of the cigar smoking, I take a break for a couple of cigarettes. I'm signing autographs down at the Ashtray Convention this weekend. That's Shannon Burke. Oh, God. 6:38. More newsmaker stuff coming up here in a second. Also a visitor from the past. But first, line 10, Wade No Offense with us, and Quarter Pounder Jerry, our original board op here. Scotty, the window guy, how's it going, man?
Well, Semper Fi, my friend. Welcome home.
Thank you.
I feel like it's the last time I'm saying it on this radio station.
Well, that's true. It won't be long now.
Man, by the way, I love the shirt you were wearing today.
I wore a Marine Corps shirt every day. Every day this week,
sir.
I wore a Marine Corps shirt.
I just got to give you something, man. Thank you for what you've done on the radio. It really helped me through a rough place, and I'm going to try to keep it together. But 2 days after my father passed in 2014, they were doing a Army honoring at Turner Field, and you and Poitier gave me the tickets, and I want to thank you for that. Also, I do want to say that, oh my God.
It's all right, man.
You've been a big, I lost my mother 2 months after that. I'm trying to keep together, brother.
I know, man. I know, Scotty.
2 months after that, I lost my mother, and my dad listened to you in the 90s, and he's up at Georgia National Memorial, and I'm lost for words. I mean, you guys, Quarter Pounder, Hangman, Pete started this radio station, and it's a God-blessed shame that it's going away.
Right.
And
Scotty, that's all right, man. I've got her in there. Thank you. I'm honored by your kind comments. I want to get as many of these calls on as I can, and we're already running out of time at 6:40. We're out of here in 20 minutes. It's over in 20 minutes.
What's the next step?
The next step. Zone 6 Elvis. Wade, no offense, putting on Zone 6 Elvis. Yeah, you're on the radio. How's it going?
Hi, Kimmer.
Hey.
Hey, that's my 3-year-old boy.
Oh, no kidding.
Hoorah! You gonna do it?
Outstanding. Well, tell him I hope there's a war around when he gets to join the Marines. He'll get to go fight for his country.
Are you talking to him? Yeah.
I'll take care of my country.
I'm sorry y'all are going off air, fellas, but I hope you land somewhere, and I'm going to keep up with you on Facebook.
God bless you guys. Thanks. Happy family time here on the Yellow Kipper Show, 641. What a quickie call this up. Here's Kyle on 2 there, Wayne, no offense. Hey, Kyle, you on the radio. How's it going?
Cameron, I appreciate it. You're the only person I've ever started listening to on talk radio, and you led me to this station, and I've loved every one of these people that have ever played on this station. Thank you so much for your service to our country, to your service to your people. Thank you so much, sir. It's greatly appreciated.
Kyle, thanks, man. I'm honestly, I'm iron. I'm so flattered and humbled by all this. Hold on a second. Is that a special late live edition of the old Almost Over Newsmaker line? Let's see. Hello, Almost Late Newsmaker line. Good afternoon.
Hello, who is it?
My favorite, Charlton Heston. Yay!
Mr. Heston, I can't talk to you now. Don't you know I'm losing my job? Don't you know I have no future?
Nothing.
Oh, wait, I'm not the one being evicted. I'm not the one with no friends. My horse isn't looking to be placed in a foster stable. People still return my phone calls. I'm not selling any motorcycles on eBay. Thank God, that's not me. For a second there,
I got confused for just a tiny.
What's the deal with all that disingenuous, fake bullshit praise from your boss? Wow. Man, sounded like your final wife. Oh, Kimmer, you're so great. When you're on the air, I feel the earth move.
Oh, my God.
All this last-minute sucking up, all these over-the-top paperwork that they want me to sign, they're afraid of something. I just haven't figured out what it is. I'm going to mull that over this weekend and sign. They're afraid of something. I just haven't been able to isolate it. I mean, I've talked to Mike Brooks. I think I'm onto something.
You might have a couple of clues after all.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Like some people who just signed it without a consulting. Anyway.
Wanted to get it over with.
So the way he negotiated me in the worst God-blessed deal I've ever had. Anyway, course, I'm the idiot that lets you do it. So anyway, I would like to attend the big Shannonburg shindig tonight in Alpharetta, but I don't really want to be an Amway distributor. I don't want to sign up for Herbalife. I don't know the first thing about multi-level marketing.
We have some wonderful copper cleaners.
Well, yes, it's true, but I just don't like giving my Social Security number to total strangers. I mean, it's probably going to be a great time, but it just sounds like a giant clusterfuss to me. Clusterfuss. I said it as clearly as I know how.
Very close. Very close.
I was sorry to hear Pete Davis left the show early.
Yeah, he left early, yeah.
He's probably planning some meeting that tends to leave me out of it.
Now it's you and me both.
Nice try. Good to hear Wayne's voice.
Yes, it is. Good.
Something the crew at Roof Depot never says. Honey, I'm home. Quick, it's him. A survey says many college students doubt they will ever be able to pay off their student loans.
Pay off their loans, yeah.
Especially the ones who graduate from Kennesaw State University and gateway to the Golden Arches. Ask about their PhD program.
PhD program?
Yes, Pizza Hut delivery. I'm sorry. Wayne does some work out at Kennesaw State.
Yes, right. He worked out there.
As opposed to when he was on your show. Wayne was hangman before there was a hangman, when you think about it. I mean, somebody's got to roam the halls, for God's sake.
Hey, look busy, sure.
Wayne is in big demand out there at Kennesaw State.
Big demand out there, is he?
Yeah, last weekend he emceed the Kennesaw State cheerleader pancake eating contest.
Wait a minute.
While the other cheerleaders cheered them on.
Yeah.
You've got that stack. Now take that stack and eat it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And next week, Wayne will introduce Kennesaw State guest speaker Angela Davis as part of Career Criminal Day. It's all a portion of the Top Killer Kennesaw State Summer Snuffer Series. They have it every... Great college for people who hate their kids, Casey Anthony plans to send her children there if any of them make it to 18.
Oh, my gosh.
I didn't have to do that. Anyway, no talk, never given a chance. 106.7 rides off into the sunset, Mr. Heston.
Yes, sir.
I would be remiss if I didn't say, let us never forget the unwavering support right up until the very end of our loyal sponsors.
Yes, sir. They're sponsors.
The way that management forgot about them when they sold them down the river last November. I mean, mid-February, when they just received news of the sale just minutes ago. I knew nothing about it. I swear this is the first time I've heard of it. What a shocker. Oh, Kimmer, you're so great.
Oh, my God. My sides hurt. You bastard. Son of a bitch.
I guess the difference between the sale of the No Talk 106.7 and a Proud Rooster.
No, what's the difference? Oh, I think I might know the difference.
Well, the Rooster clucked defiant.
Yeah, there you go. Clucked right away there, did he?
Great to be here.
Thank you so much. Total honor here. The final shot here. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. 6:47.
Who's coming in the room? Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's Johnny Midnight. It's Johnny Midnight. And Johnny's got a story.
He was a friend of mine.
It's been a while, I will admit, since Johnny brought the night. My buddies thought that I was shot or hung, and they was right. Damned if I can figure out what tip-topped my whole world, but in my nightmare, it was clear it started with a girl. If memory serves, the room was flowing and I had trouble seeing, which I think is how Johnny got himself shanghaied in the Caribbean. A gringo purred the dark-skinned beauty as she sashayed through the door. The clickety-click of those 5-inch heels, I figured she was not the bartender. She slinked and swayed around the band, the bongos and the congas, but I was in a trance over her Marzula Galagawanga. She came into my arms with syrup kisses, sweet and sticky. While fondling with her good hand, in my drink she slipped a Mickey. As darkness came, she pounced and clawed me like a maniac, a savage. As I passed out, I only hope she wasn't as deadly as Hillary Rodham P. Snicky Fart Cabbage. They tell me the days went by, then months, who knows how many years. I wake up in a Turkish prison surrounded by a bunch of convicts. Johnny was worried for a while until he got his bearings. And when the convict's tough guy picked a fight, Johnny kicked him in the larynx. He gasped and choked and screamed when I emptied his eye socket. But I chuckled while I nonchalantly plucked it in my pocket. The cons backed up and paid respect to find I was no wussy. But really, I was just wound up because I couldn't find me any good reading material. Just the libraries are terrible in those churches. Just nothing to read at all. Eventually, I busted out and made my way to China. And finally satisfied my craving for some sweet, hot egg rolls, man. The Zorgata Lounge was filled with Asian babes, all sexy and coy. And compared to their normal daily clientele, they thought I was Jack the Good Boy. I think it's kind of those sweet ladies turned me inside out and left me soft and misty. The massage, it seemed, was on the house. The hungada was an extra 50. Well, I digress. I had experiences unlike your average dreamer. From eating snakes to learning to avoid a Cleveland steamer. Well, now the path's not clear, but I have no fear, for I'm still proud and free. Adventures lie ahead, my friend, and I gotta go. You're killing me. Johnny Midnight. Johnny Midnight.
I sat and wondered. Started humming a song from
421. Actually, it's 6:51.
Forgot to cut that part out.
A little Johnny Midnight. 6:51 on the clock. All right, to the phones, and we're almost out of time. Here's 20. Line 3, Wayne No Fence, Larry. And again, Wayne No Fence is still here, and Quarter Pounder Steve. Larry, on the radio, man.
I am ready. The sudden hush is deafening. Not a sound as little Thumbelina, her new international nickname, sprints toward the vault and a place in history. Then it happens. Unseen by the crowd, but picked up later by TV cameras, a jealous member of the Bulgarian team hawks a big loogie right in her path. Little Svetlana's now only 12 feet from the vault, her eyes as big as saucers, her teeny muscles straining for perfection. And suddenly, she skids on the booger and slams full speed into the metal apparatus, severing her right leg clean off of the hip. The dream is over, and the nightmare begins. After a severe thrashing from her coach, Svetlana is sent home in disgrace.
Thanks for the memories, man. The Olympic moments. Larry, you're killing me. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
That was fun. 6:52. I did a bunch of those in the Olympics. It was 96. Jeez.
Yeah, they were just unbelievable.
That was weird. Let's see. Hold on. Here's on 4, Wayne No Fence, Seabag on the radio. Hello, Seabag. How's it going? Hey, Seabag. He's been on hold so long.
Hey, sorry, Timber.
Hey, how's it going?
You're on. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I want to tell you thank you for the Cabbagetown Fire Rescue. That was easily the best 15 minutes of radio I've ever heard in my entire life. And I want to also thank you for playing, in 2004, bumper music from the Wayside Riders album on the air. That was some of the coolest things that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Wow.
And the one thing that I will remember from your show is the first Charlton Heston call ever, when I called up Quarter Pounder and said, you guys looked at the line, and it's behind you about 20 feet.
Wait a minute. What now? I missed that.
No, the first Charlton Heston call.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what you mean.
I swear to God. Never mind.
Sorry.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss you, and
Thanks,
God bless.
Thank you, Seabag. That's very kind. People are being way too nice. 6:54. Let's see. Duct Tape Justin right below on 5 there, Wayne. No offense. Hello, Duct Tape Justin. How's it going?
Kimmer!
What's happening?
Not much, man. Not much. I want to let you know, man, I'm an airborne paratrooper.
Hey, Semper Fi.
Yeah, from me to you, man, Semper Fi, man. I want to say back in the day, I used to get real high blood pressure listening to you in traffic. But over the years, man, you've just done something where I can't turn it off the radio, man, whenever I got you on around 5 o'clock hour. But back in the 90s, man, my dad used to listen to you all the time when I was just a little kid. I'm 31 now. But I remember as a kid, man, every weekend we'd go out for baseball, and we'd get ready to get out to the truck, and my dad'd be like, "Holy crap, it's sports!" And I never knew what he was talking about, and I finally figured it out, man.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice thing.
I'm not sad to see y'all go, man. I'm excited for the next chapter. I'll throw however much money I need to for a podcast or a subscription or whatever. Keep doing your thing, man. And I want to go out with a joke.
All right.
I can.
Here's Duct Tape Justin right here.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one, all right?
Yeah.
What's big, round, wears a blue dress, and just can't let go losing an election?
Well, I don't know what.
Stacey Abrams.
I got to go. You're killing me. Duct Tape Justin, 6:55, almost out of time. Let's see. Down at the bottom, here's Terry, Wayne, no offense, on line 8. Terry, thanks for holding. You're on the radio. How you doing?
Hello, Kimmer. I'll make it quick. I appreciate everything you've done. I just want to tell you my niece and nephew with Wayne there, you'd like to know that they graduated from Cherokee Christian Academy.
Oops. That's funny. Well, that's because they didn't know me.
Here's what's ironic. My nephew, whenever I heard Jim Gossett bring up the school, I had to text him so him and his friends could listen. They thought it was hilarious.
That was a true story. They actually wrote a letter and they put it in print about what a degenerate I was, and that's why Wayne couldn't get his girl into kindergarten. Oh my God!
So the kids that went there thought it was funny, and at the same time, I was living in Town Lake Village. So.
Oh no, Town Lake! We don't like the American flag up there very much. Oh man, I love it.
Well, appreciate everything.
Thanks, Terry.
I know you got to go.
Thanks, man. Semper Fi, 6:56, almost out of time. John up top there, Wayne, no offense, and Eric's coming up, and the Chief. Howdy, John, you're on the radio.
Kimmer, my 90-year-old Kimmer babe Alice wishes you, and I also wish you the best of luck, and you bring a smile to her face every day. And at 90 years old, it's wonderful that she smiles and she listens to you intently all the time.
Wow. Well, God bless Alice, and I hope she has another 90 more to come.
Yeah, well, she's had some problems recently, and we're trying to take care of that.
Yeah,
but she wants me to let you know that she loved listening to you every day.
Well, that's very sweet, John. Please tell Alice, give her our best, and Semper Fi. Thanks,
Thank
man.
you very much.
I appreciate
Bye-bye.
it. 6:57. Eric, right next to him there. Wait, no, almost out of time. I'm up here. Here's Eric. You're on the radio. How you doing? Eric, you can pick up the phone now. That's all right. They've been on hold so long that
Hello.
Hey, Eric, you're on the radio.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yeah, right. Hello, Eric.
Kimmer.
Hey, Eric. I was calling for Eric. Any messages?
This is Frank.
Frank. Oh, it says Eric. I'm sorry, that's Eric now.
That's okay. That's okay. Hey, man, I've been listening to you for years. We go back and forth to Florida every other week, and you make our trip.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate
I mean, it's like, God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do.
We're going to do something. We keep listening to social media, and we'll do something to tell somebody. Quickly to Art on 6. Almost out of time. Art, you on the radio. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I would be remiss to not participate in the world's longest goodbye.
3 months. My God.
Give you a shout out, man. We've been, I've been a big fan of yours forever and played in a lot of your golf tournaments. And I probably have the most unique collection of trophies I accumulated from them. I've got one of the last place trophies and a second trophy as well.
I'll be darned. Well, thanks for your support. All right, Semper Fi. I'm going to get all as many as I can. Chief Boone on 3 there, Wayne, no offense, 658. Hello, Chief. How you doing?
Hey, this is Keith Boone from the city of Locust Grove. I've met you several times at Swan Coach House.
Sure. Keith, how you doing?
I'm doing great, brother. I appreciate all the memories and we had a fun time. I'm going to tell you right quick the best story with Jim Gossett. At the end, we was taking pictures. I had some pictures took with you, and my wife was taking mine and Jim's picture, and we put our arms around one another, and I said, Jim, you have your hand on my butt. And as quick-witted as he is, he goes, why, hello. It was just funny, man. I appreciate all the
Thanks,
memories.
man. Thanks. Semper Fi. We got to go. We're all out of time. I can't tell you how thrilled I am to have been able to do this with our team and our friends and all these folks who have been here. And Wayne, no offense, and Quarter Pounder and Flounder, God bless you, man. And all the folks. Man. I mean, it's not goodbye. It's just we'll see you again. Something's going to happen, so don't worry about it. Now it's 7:00. There's going to be some silence, but in the meantime, I'm not shutting up for another 15 seconds. It's only the Kimmer. Hoorah! Semper Fi! I gotta go. You're killing me. Look out! Herb, help, herb, right to live. Herb. Look out! I assume we're off. I assume they killed it, right? Well, anyway, I don't. There we go. See ya.
Okay, this is K-Love. We're going to be honest with you. We're a little bit nervous, both of us.
It's Jeff and it's Randy. But we're all so excited here at K-Love because it's like a big welcome party for even more friends across the country. We get to welcome more cities. Because of your support of K-Love through the years, K-Love has been able to expand even more. And so that's why we're so excited.
And nervous. Let's keep it real.
Teensy bit.
But thanks to your support, just minutes ago, like moments ago, the switch was flipped, and now all this good that comes through K-Love is on in New York City at 95.5, 107.3 in Baltimore and D.C.
Yeah.
I should be doing this in my DJ voice.
You really should be. You don't waste that voice.
106.7 Atlanta. 97.7 in San Jose, 102.1 Savannah, and 105.9 in Syracuse.
Let me try that. 105. No, see, I can't go now. Yours works. Mine does not.
but if you were listening to another station minutes ago, we just want to say welcome and give it a try here at K-Love. What we are is positive and encouraging and sometimes a little goofy.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you describe us? Because sometimes we feel like we work at a different radio station.
But really, there's a lot of negative out there. There really is. You know that. Especially in this world, man, it hurts sometimes.
And who doesn't need a place to go where they're constantly reminded about how much they are loved and how everything is going to be okay and you're never alone. I mean, that's why we love K-Love.
So, welcome. It's positive, encouraging K-Love. We're Jeff and Randy, and here we go.
It's Jeff and Randy. We'd love to hear your K-Love moment.
Another K-Love moment to change your day, to change your heart.
It just seemed like every time something happened or we were going through something and we turned on K-Love, that song that was playing was like speaking to us. It was just what we needed at that moment.
Another K-Love moment.
Share your K-Love moment with us by calling 800-877-5600.